Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Joe Bandel, and I am the last Rosicrucian. What I thought is I would just chat a little bit this time, um, kind of give some updates of what's going on. As you know, I've really kind of started posting some videos online. Well, I'd like to share a little bit of my intentions here, or my strategy, if you will. I don't know if it's a strategy, but there's two things. I've been writing posts about Gaia and the ascension process for years now, probably over 6 years. And the ascension process is basically working itself out. It's kind of finishing up or we're beginning to find our new pathways. And part of what I'm discovering is the importance of these videos that I'm doing. Now, there's a distinction between what I've been doing in the past, which is giving updates of the energy dynamics as I perceive them, as I experience them, and what I'm doing now with a lot of my videos. What I'm doing now with a lot of my videos is I am sharing deliberate insights and perspectives that I think might help people. Now, these insights and perspectives don't necessarily have anything to do with what's going on in Gaia's ascension process or the energy dynamics of today, but they do reflect what I believe are anchored points, foundational understandings that are going to carry this entire new age. So I think they're important. But some of it's pretty, not very smooth. So if you've seen me on some of my last videos, I'm kind of searching for words. I'm kind of looking at some notes, trying to figure things out. It's really kind of fly by the seat of my pants type of things. I have a general idea. I look up some of the things, some of the key points that I want to make, and then I try to be open on how it presents. So even I don't know how it's going to go. And I think that'll become pretty obvious. But try to bear with me. Hopefully, maybe that lends a little charm to it. I'm not not polished by any means on this. One of the things that I'm currently trying to share is a history, if you will, of true mysticism. By true mysticism, I mean mysticism that there's a belief in the development of the soul in the astral worlds and an empowerment, but it's also firmly anchored within physical reality. this is going to continue, and I am trying to share some of the history of that movement, of that truth, of that school of thought, if you will. And in doing that, expose some of the traps, some of the misunderstandings, or the manipulations, the ways that the general population has been manipulated. So you might think of it as offering antidotes to some of the things that we have been exposed to. But I also want to continue sharing where I'm at. I want to continue sharing what's going on, how I perceive the energies today. And one of the ways that what I perceive today is there's a lot of changes taking place at critical junctures or levels. Things are setting themselves up for an outcome, and the changes are so drastic, so radical, the outcomes are going to be just as radical. Now, in my own life, in my personal life, I've been working with the videos. I've been learning a hell of a lot about this stuff, the stuff that I didn't want to know. But that is actually pretty interesting when you come down to it. But it's also been a struggle. Just yesterday, I ended up clicking on a website that locked my computer up. I had to go to Best Buy to get some people to undo it for me. It wasn't a virus. It said it was a virus. It was a scam. It was a phishing scam. But I'm like, wow. So, and it's to learn, a learning curve. The software that I use to make my beloved Blue Yeti mic function as it's supposed to. That was a horrible experience, but I'm glad I did it, and I'm learning a lot. And it, as so many things, even that didn't go the way it is described. But what's happening is there's a setting up. So there's a plan that's being put into place. I'm putting it into place the best I can. I'm following my own inner guides, my own inner conscience, the master of my heart. And I'm opening myself up in a way that I've never opened up before to other people. And I believe that this has to be happening to other people, because part of what we are doing is attracting people that are like us. We're attracting those people into our lives. And that's what's happening. The people that are attracted to my videos are people that should be attracted to my videos. And so I'm being kind of careful on how I present material. It's because I want that material to be interesting enough to the right people, to where they find it meaningful. But on the other hand, I don't want to scare off a lot of people that have followed me over the years. And I don't think, when it comes down to it, if I scared anybody off, well, good for them. I mean, that's not what it's about. There's what I enjoy about these videos is that they're very simple to make. I can just sit down for a few minutes and I can share what's in my heart. And also, you can discover a little bit more about me and who I am in a way that does not come across in my written words. There are a lot of people in my life that have shared that I'm a lot different in person than what my words would indicate, and so they're pretty surprised. So I find this is cool. I'm really a pretty laid-back guy, but I do have some very out-of-the-box thinking on some things, but also a lot of it ties in very strongly and accurately to the things that I've been taught. So there's a good mix. There's a good mix of the old and a good mix of the new, and it holds together. And that's probably the thought that I'll leave you with today is if you think I'm all over the place, that's not really the case. There's just some foundational groundwork that needs to be laid that can hold everything together, because it is a tightly held framework, a belief structure that I'm trying to share to those that are important, to those that are interested in learning about it. So anyway, I just thought I'd just chat. There's not really a lot going on other than things seem to be in the pre-harvest phase. They're taking shape. We'll leave it at that. You have a nice day. Check out my website. Share this if you can. Consider donating if that feels appropriate. I am sharing some good materials, and I feel really happy about being able to do that. Thank you.